party on the Sunday. Get the cray on Friday nights, y'all. Let it warm. Party like I said, bitch. I said what I said, pretty.
I said what I said. I'm gonna be famous instead. I let all that get to my head. I don't care. I paint the tail red. Bitch, I said what I said. I'd rather be famous instead. I let all that get to my head. I don't care. I paint the tail red. Ooh, you devil.
Hey, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy, Rocksteady. Guess what? I'm going to be on PartyMode Live Wednesday, y'all. This Wednesday coming up, February the 26th at 8 o'clock. Y'all don't want to miss this, man. Y'all going to tune in, man. GoGo Radio TV. Rocksteady, your boy, going to be on PartyMode Live this Wednesday at 8 o'clock. Don't forget, man. I'm going to see y'all there. Peace.
This is Mod 2, Mitchcraft in the building, keeping Mitchcraft every day. You can catch me right here, Party Mode Live. I think it's every Wednesday, so you got to be here, 8 o'clock on the dot.
Let's go, Breeze. Let's go, Breeze. Yeah. Hey, Gucci J. We need y'all to get up out your seats just a little bit, y'all. Turn the sample up a little bit on stage, Jay. Play. What? One time to that Society 66. Well, let's start the party up real early, y'all. Ain't no time. Work.
Up, down low. Gotta make another trip again. Call my need, time to make another hit again. Out on the Michelins, all for the love of Benjamins. I was stretching the work without putting the ligament. Hey, you guilty when you innocent. What's the difference? Crime with diligence, invest legitimate. My vision intended, I'm just behind them in more tents. Watching for state troopers, I got to get it in. Slim chances, we trying to beat the odds. It's like Cleo, my mom's, I can read the cards. Tell her rap, fuck that, I don't need the bars. Well look, don't give an inch, cause they'll take a yard. Graveyard that is, that's why I promise this. But shit, this for my niggas got to play Super 8. With a super weight, trying to get a break. Made it back to home base safe. You still be back around the way that you said. Yeah, yeah.
I say what?
Yeah. You ready? Yeah.
Breathe. When I get on board. Let's keep this party rocking and rolling just a little bit, y'all. Hey Gucci J, hey Bottle Boys, what it do? Leave it right there, we Young Breeze, work. Good to see you, K. One time to the Kings of Crank, man. Hey, too fast. Hey, Southside, what it do? Leave it right there. Breathe, huh? You're taking me there, bride. You're taking me there, fool. Look, I told her rip me out the plastic, the crank's brand new. Look, I told her rip me out the plastic, the crank's brand new. Leave it right there, Breeze. Two-step party, Breeze, work. I could do this shit all night, Daddy Dan. Don't go nowhere, bruh. Let it be right. Breathe, Y'all welcome to Long Time Seafood tonight, man. Right back to it, y'all. Will they breeze? Word.
Man, Killer Cow, the animal from the wickedest band alive, Red Essence. Tuned in live, party mode. Party before the party.
Come on! Yeah! Yeah! Coming through the city! Through your city! Yo! Take it, bring what about today! About today! Hey, try out! Every time I ride, do ride, ride! Let it blow! Let it blow! Let it roll! To the way! We gonna high! Wait a minute! Get in the house to lock it! Hey! Come on! Come on, Sam! Come on, Swell! Come on, East! Come on, Tom! Come on, Hap! Come on, Rudy! Oh, it's time to get down! Come on and get down! Hey, 220! Boy, you're yeah! Yeah! Hey, 41! Boy, you're it's time to get down! It's time to get down! Boy, you're Mama, Lisa,
gentlemen, I'd like to take this time to introduce to you.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Party Mode Live. I'm your host, Rick Rhodes.
Hey, Junior Mafia, it's where them stars be partying. Yeah, hey, Simple City, it's where them stars be partying. Yeah, hey, Trinidad, it's where them stars be partying. Yeah, hey, Central Ave, it's where them stars be partying. Yeah, hey, Cutaway, it's where them stars be partying. Yeah, hey, Prairie Farms, it's where them stars be partying. Yeah, my man Malcolm, it's where the stars be partying. Yeah, hey, London Woods, it's where the stars be partying. Come on, let it ride, let it ride.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to another show of Party Mode Live, the party before the party. I'm your host, your radio personality, your everything right now. This is another Wednesday. Everybody stay tuned in, 8 to 9 p.m. We're going to actually go a little bit over that tonight. We have some amazing guests. What you heard at the top of the hour is the Major League Band, Highway Crank. And then as usual, man, like they say, don't play with it, don't play with it. The Junkyard Band, live from the MLK rooftop in DC. But up next, what we have is Elijah Rock. When I tell you guys we're in for a special show, this is going to give you a whole new outlook on what you hear as music and who's involved and where it comes from and a bit of history as well. But yes, up next, Elijah Rock. They call him the Nat King Cole of Croners. All classics. Up next. But first, we're going to jump into his video, Gershon for My Soul.
Music from the start, I can't hide it. Listening to the drum beat in my heart, can't deny it. Had me searching high and low for melodies and rhymes aglow. I found Gershwin for my soul, and it's music for your soul. Now I know what Ira meant when he said, romancing, that love is here to stay, my dear, if we just keep on dancing. All my hopes and dreams unfold, sweet lyrics make my spirit whole. I need Gershwin for my soul, and it's music for your soul. Gershwin for my soul, music for your soul. Fascinating rhythm, it's wonderful. living for my soul. Music for your soul. Hey!
Sidewalk, Sunday morning, she walked by. Yes, the sun shines on Uptown Harlem, 127th Street and Morningside. 'Cause it's a New York City springtime, baby, I'm back in town tonight, and I've come to play in them bright lights and on Broadway. I'm gonna sway all night with my baby, if that's alright. New York City springtime, Sunday evening, she's looking fine. She struts along, she's on fire. My heart's desire, baby, won't you please be mine? 'Cause there's a New York City springtime, baby, I just touched ground tonight, and I've come to play in them bright lights and on Broadway. I'm gonna sway all night with my baby, if that's alright. It's a New York City springtime, baby, I just touched ground tonight, and I've come to play them bright lights and on Broadway. I'm gonna sway all night with my baby, that's alright, if that's alright.
The sun shines on uptown Harlem, 127th Street, and the morning
Welcome back to Party Mode Live, the party before the party. I'm your host, Rick Rhodes. We have on the show tonight Mr. Elijah Rock, the man who mixes art and advocacy together, but also the man that has taken music, this music genre, to a different level. Mr. Elijah Rock, welcome to the show.
Hi, nice to meet you, Rick Rhodes.
Pleasure
to be here.
Yes, thank you for coming on the show. It's a great pleasure to have you. So let's jump into it. So Nat King Cole, Tony Bennett, all these greats. Tell the people how these greats have inspired you, but tell people a little bit about you yourself and your story as well.
Oh, thank you. Well, I grew up in Cleveland, Ohio, born and raised in Cleveland, Ohio, and I was very fortunate to grow up in a church where we had an urban Mennonite church, and that's interesting because we had a gospel choir, a very mixed congregation, and also we sang the hymns. Right. And so there was one of the elders who was a classical singer, Mr. Gerald Hughes. And at a very early age, when I was singing in the children's choir, he told my mom, he said, he has an interesting timbre to his voice.
Right.
He sounds like he could be developed into a classical singer.
Wow.
And that was paralleling what was going on at school, which was being introduced to theater and musical theater at a very young age. And so I was exposed to the classical arts very early on. Right. And when you look at what I do now with the Great American Songbook, which is America's classical music, jazz is America's classical music.
Right, absolutely.
It was a feeder system to eventually get more involved in that particular music out of, when I went to conservatory, the Cleveland Institute of Music. And I was fortunate to be a young artist. At my senior year of high school, I only went to high school half a day. And then I was a young artist going to the conservatory the other half of the day. And then I spent a couple summers at Interlochen Arts Academy too. So I was very, very, I was really blessed to have incredible instruction and studying with some of the great teachers at a very young age.
Right. No, such an amazing story. Now tell the people a little bit about what I asked when it comes to Nat King Cole, Tony Bennett. How have these people, like in your age now, or even in your younger age, how have these these great American icons inspired you in what you do now?
Yeah, that's a great question. So what happens is when you are on the opera track, what happens is you are introduced to great early American composers and singers. So you're introduced to Duke Ellington, you're introduced to George Gershwin and Rodgers and Hart, Cole Porter, right? And so you're also introduced to the likes of William Warfield and Paul Robeson. So when you open that door, then all of a sudden you're going to land on Harry Belafonte. There's Sam Davis Jr. There's Joe Williams. There's Arthur Price. There's Tony Bennett, Frank Sinatra, Dick Damone, right? So Robert Goulet. You're gonna just stumble upon these artists who are singing the soundtrack to what we call the standards of the Great American Songbook.
Right. There you go. Yeah.
Right. So the unique part about that is that, for example, Tony Bennett was trained in bel canto, which is the classical technique of singing. I was trained in bel canto.
Right.
A lot of the old Broadway singers from that era were trained in bel canto. They were trained singers. So for me, I'm probably one of the only contemporary American crooners influenced by these guys and Nat King Cole. A lot of these artists.
Right.
It was really cut out of that classic American that foundation, that cloth, right? It's like it's the difference between a Tony Bennett and a Michael Bublé, right?
Right. Sure.
Hats off to Michael Bublé, who's more pop.
Right.
But my where I come from the roots of that music.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right, for sure. No, I love that. So what is when you're doing your music, when you're involved, your creativity, what brings you to the process of, this is how I want to create, my song, and you have your new music coming out and stuff. And so tell people about that, but tell people a little bit about the process and what you go through to create.
Yeah. Well, man, look, Memories Unleashed, that's about to come out. You are in store for a really exciting project, man. This is my fourth studio project, and I have to say, this studio project is bringing the most hot sauce and the most soul, connected to blues and soul and R&B and jazz. It is. I am so excited for you to see.
We can tell. You're smiling when you talk about it.
You are everyone, man. I'm telling you, this project is fire, and Rayford Griffin producing it. But I got guys on this record who played for Whitney. They played for Anita Baker. They played for George Duke. They played for Gladys Knight. I mean, so when you hear the sound and the way they wrap these songs around my voice. But my process when it comes to the Great American Songbook, the Memories Unleashed, because this project is really all about connecting story and brain health and nostalgia. So I made sure that I picked songs that people are quite familiar with, like Unforgettable. When you hear our version of Unforgettable, you're gonna be like, wow. My Funny Valentine, Route 66, Is You Is or Is You Ain't My Baby, right? So I picked songs because this project is about connecting memories and nostalgia, and memories and nostalgia is good for brain wellness, good for brain health. And Memories Unleashed is about unleashing these memories and also creating new memories with new generations. So I didn't go obscure in terms of, songs that are lesser known. I went with more songs that are very known, but what we have done to the songs with keeping the integrity of the composer, which you always want to do.
Absolutely. Yeah.
This music, but it's what we bring to it, man, that is so fresh and so hip and so now. And so my process, to get specific to your point, is I do something like this. I take sheet music, right? I learn the original sheet music.
There you go. Yeah.
So it's not like, and then, for example, this song is by Billy Austin and Louis Jordan. Is You Is, right? So I learned the original sheet music, the melody, right? Because these songs were already written. There's nothing you really need to do. They're great already, right?
Yeah, you conserve the true essence of it, right?
Yeah. So my job is to really understand what's written. Now, yes, when you make when you ornament or you make, you create variations of the melody and the turnaround, there's a little bit of leeway where you can play with that. But you can't do that unless you really understand what the composer wrote and really stick to that, because that is at the heart and the essence of the song.
Right.
And so my process is really in the beginning studying the music so that I go into the studio understanding what the music is calling for.
Yeah.
And then you can play and add little layers and do, do things to have some fun with it. But that's a process. It's a lot of studying up front. And a lot of these songs,
no, I see I hear what you're saying, a true student of your craft, right? So
yes.
I appreciate that. Absolutely.
Yeah. And then what I'll do too, some songs is I'll actually perform the songs live for a little while, right? To see how these songs are going over with the public, to see if the songs that I'm choosing to sing as part of my repertoire are songs that fit me, right? So I'll have a song arranged. I'll test it on an audience. I'll see how the song's going over. So some of these songs I already know are gonna go over because I performed them live, and people are like, "Oh, okay, yeah, I like that," So
okay, yeah, I love that. I love that. And one particular thing that you said in regards to music and brain development, and I know that you're heavily involved in brain development, dementia. You have a nonprofit. So speak to the people about that and tell us a little bit more. Give us a little more in depth about that.
Yeah. Well, so we have a nonprofit, the Elijah Rock Foundation. The mission is to bring awareness to dementia, Alzheimer's, provide and to connect with music-based engagement, arts, to drive research and awareness. So it is locally we're looking to provide respite care for people who are caring for their loved ones, but music is really at the heart of our mission.
Right.
And so I was very fortunate to be a part of a program called the Atlantic Fellowship Program, which is housed at the University of Southern California, San Francisco, the University of California, San Francisco, UCSF.
Yes.
And it changed my life because this whole journey started with my father being diagnosed with Alzheimer's disease.
Right.
So my father currently is living with Alzheimer's disease. And so I started to think about, well, how can music be a part of the healing? And I was fortunate to get into this program. And for a year, I studied under the tutelage of some of the great neurologists at UCSF. For a whole year. I lived in San Francisco and collaborated with neurologists in our cohort of, say, 30 people, neurologists from all around the world, from Africa, South America, Europe. I mean, it was incredible. And our job is to collaborate and come up with ways to make impact regarding dementia awareness and research. So Memories Unleashed became a two-part initiative. One is the album to bring awareness, to have conversations about dementia and Alzheimer's and brain health through music. So that's why we did the album. Antonia Bennett, Tony Bennett's daughter, is featuring on the album.
That's huge. Yeah.
Huge. Tony Bennett had Alzheimer's disease before he passed away.
Yeah.
And then, so we're having a conversation, right? The album and what's coming is creating a dialogue with you and I about brain health. So that's the whole
storybook, right?
Yeah, to bring it up, to put this in the consciousness of your listeners of why brain health and music are so important and can help you. Also, the socialization of coming together. So part 2 are the events. And the Memories Unleashed events are free to the public. So we're doing one big event on March 28th in San Francisco at the Conservatory of Music in San Francisco.
Okay.
And then on May 3rd at the Historic Lyric Theater in Miami.
Nice.
And we're bringing people together around the Memories Unleashed jazz show. And we're going to have, people from like Alzheimer's Association and other organizations to be there to help engage people with learning and more
Right.
information, and also helping to decrease the stigma of our population getting involved in research. So
Right.
I'll button this answer up by saying that African Americans are twice as likely to get dementia.
Right.
However, we are participating in research at a percent under 5%.
Yep. Yep.
Right.
Absolutely.
So that means that if there are new drugs, because there's no cure at this point, that means if we're not participating in research, then we don't know if these drugs will work for us down the road.
Right.
And with the population growing, we're looking at in a couple of years being almost 3 times as likely.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. So you can only imagine how important having this conversation is.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. No, you make some huge points, which I feel like many people don't understand, like the degeneration of what you're speaking about when it comes to the African American culture or minorities, people of color, period. They don't understand that when it comes, like you said, when it comes to testing, medication, or new outlooks in treatment, we're last. And it's a beautiful thing that what you're doing and what you're involved with. And I know this is dear to your heart, like you said, because your father has dementia. And then, even to Tony Bennett's daughter, who's on your album, hers as well. So this is heavily involved with not only your life as a human being, as a person, but also as an artist as well. We have some of the questions and stuff that are coming in. DJ Rick, big shout out to you. He said, where can people find you, or where can people see you perform? Are you where in the US? Tell the people that part of it.
Yeah. Well, March 28th, I'll be at the San Francisco Conservatory of Music. May 3rd, I'll be at the Historic Lyric Theater in Miami. The record comes out probably, we'll release the first single in a couple weeks, and then there'll be a few singles leading up to the album in April. Okay. At that point, alongside the Memories Unleashed events, I'll be performing around the country. So you can always follow shows on my Spotify at Elijah Rock, my Instagram at Elijah Rock, ElijahRock.com, memoriesunleashed.org. If you tap into my online ecosystem, I can guarantee you that you will be abreast of shows because I have bands in town hooked up to my Spotify. Right. So,
nice.
If you follow me, I'll make sure. And this is a wonderful time for your audience to follow me now, because I'm telling you, when this album comes out, this is going to be, getting in on seeing us live will be very advantageous for everybody involved.
Yeah. Awesome. I love to hear that. And you're not too far away from me too. I'm about 2 hours or so from Miami. And so we'll tap in. We'll see if we can figure something out. I know you said it's May 3rd, correct?
May 3rd. We'd love to have you.
All right. Appreciate that. So look, we're going to run into this video you have real fast. Lunch with Jeremiah. Explain that to people real fast, and let's jump into it after that.
Oh, great. Well, man, I produced that short film, and it's a quick film about what happens when you become overly religiously zealous, and the hypocrisy that can happen when you it's just a warning when one is just overly becomes a zealot. When you become a zealot and you meet a zealot,
right,
there's always something to be weary about.
Right, for sure.
And I play a character who is a zealot, and you see that there are skeletons in my closet.
Okay, let's jump into it. Lunch with Jeremiah. Be right back.
Carlos, you in a relationship with a man?
Yes.
And you think this is okay? What about our family? What about the reputation of our family name? Have you ever thought about that? You just... It's not natural to be a homo, whatever you call yourselves. The Bible says in Leviticus 18:22, thou shalt not lie with a man as with a woman. It's an abomination.
Could you keep your voice down?
1 Corinthians 6. Do you not know the wicked shall not inherit the kingdom of God?
Excuse me.
Do not be deceived. Neither the sexually immoral, nor idolaters, nor adulterers, nor male prostitutes, nor homosexual offenders, nor thieves, nor the greedy, nor drunkards, nor slanderers, nor swindlers shall inherit the kingdom of God.
I'm so sorry, gentlemen. I'm gonna have to ask if you keep your voices down. I really appreciate it. We're getting some complaints from the other patrons. Okay, thank you, sir.
I'm out of here.
Yeah, that's what you're gonna do. My little brother too sweet to stand up for what he believe in. When you gonna stop running, D?
I remember your first sermon. We were kids, but man, you were so eloquent at 13. You know, I wish I could preach like you. Lord gave you this gift and you just went,
Threw it away. But you see, it's never too late. Because God is a forgiving God. And the Bible says we're all sinners, yet we are cleansed by his grace. Only we would repent and give our lives to him. See, I believe that Christ can repair your life. This is what Jesus can do for you.
Hey, Elijah, listen. How long you been acting?
Man, I've been acting for a long time, man. I was really pursuing film and television for a while. And you know what, Rick, I have a feeling it's gonna happen again. It's gonna come back.
You know it's coming. You feel it in your gut, right?
It's gonna come back.
Man, you played the part to the T. So hey,
Thank you.
One day I'm gonna get there.
Thank you, man. That's awesome.
Hey, you played it to the T. So humanitarian, philanthropist, artist, actor. Did I sum it up right?
Well, I'm a tap dancer too. I've been tap dancing professionally since I was about 13, 14.
Wow. Yeah. So I'm hoping whenever we get to Miami on the 3rd of May, I'm hoping I can get out to you. I can meet you in person and stuff. We'll stay in contact. I'll reach out to you through Henry and stuff. One of my last questions that I want to get to you real fast. Tell artists when they're talk to the artists when they're going through their process. You know, you've been doing this for so long. Mm-hmm. Give artists some value. Give them some inspiration. You know, as they grow in their music, as you know, doors close and doors open. Give them some value of what you've gone through and what they should, you know, keep in mind.
That's a really great question. I think I appreciate you asking that question because this is what I would say to artists. You know, do not chase fame. Mm. Do chase the art. Because if you chase the fame and certain things don't happen the way you think they should happen on your timeline, then you will not develop the resilience because the art is what roots you and keeps you going because you are dedicated and you're passionate about the art. And trust me, if you hone your craft and you continue to focus on your art and you keep putting your art out there, you will be noticed. You know, it's like talent. Talent always. Antoine Fisher is one of my friends, the real Antoine Fisher. Right?
Real one, yeah.
Real Antoine is one of my friends. And he's from Cleveland too.
Right.
And he said to me early on, you know, when I, you know, a few years after I was in Hollywood, in LA, and he said, focus on your talent. Focus on your talent. You know, don't focus on all these other things. All these other things will come. The people who will support you will come. It's the talent that's going to get you through the hard times because you believe in your talent and you're focusing on your perpetual growth. Because when you're focused on your talent, you're focusing on how I can get better.
Right.
So when something happens or, you know, you have a disappointment, you know, the rebound is quicker because you're like, okay, I'm on a journey of getting better. I'm on a journey of honing my talents. And eventually at the right time, because everything comes to timing. You have to know timing, right? Like right now, I've been doing this some 20 years. Now the world's going to hear, you know, like this project is bringing me out to the world in a way that I couldn't have even anticipated, right?
Wow.
And I tell people all the time, like, would I have wanted to be more known prior to Memories Unleashed? I'm like, no, God had it this way, because now when I come out to the world, it's more than my music. It's my music, my art, my cause all together. And I know who I am as a person. By the way, I've been able to sustain myself all these years. It's not like I've been working. So so I would say to your audience, get to being a working artist. Just do that.
Absolutely. You know?
And that's success because 90% of people in show business aren't working.
Absolutely. Well, y'all heard it here from the man himself, Mr. Elijah Rock. We greatly appreciate you being on the show. But before we go, tell the people where they can find you, and then on top of that, billboard the show. And when you say your name, you say, "Hey, I'm Elijah Rock." You're now tuned into PartyMode Live, the party before the party, and then we'll catch up with you. We'll definitely see you in May for sure. So go ahead.
Hey, this is Elijah Rock. You're tapping into PartyMode Live, the party before the party. Please continue to follow me wherever you can, however you can, on all the social media channels, at Elijah Rock on Instagram, Elijah Rock fan page on Facebook, Elijah Rock on YouTube, ElijahRock.com, memoriesunleashed.org. So I look forward to meeting you guys, and thank you so much for your time.
Mr. Rock, we appreciate you. Elijah Rock, everybody. Thank you so much for being on the show. Amazing interview. We'll be right back. We got a video break from Crank Caviar. They're covering Teddy Swim, Lose Control, and then we have DC Vibe live from the front porch. We'll be right back. Mr. Elijah Rock, blessings.
Thank you.
Are you looking to find your ideal lifestyle? At Metropolitan Living Realty Group, we are the premier realty group who put you first. Our boutique real estate firm is comprised of an elite team of experienced, knowledgeable, and dedicated real estate professionals focused on your success. With our unique blend of cutting-edge thinking and highly personal real estate representation, we simply enjoy assisting our clients find their ideal lifestyle through home ownership. Contact us today.
Something's got a hold on me. No, I don't know myself anymore. Feels like the walls closing and the devil's knocking at my door. Out of my mind, I'm no good at being alone. Try my best to knock the dead skin off my bones. You know I way like a fiend, like a bad habit. Bad habits are to break when I'm with you. I want that full moon, black love and mix too. Yeah, yeah. Problematic. The problems I'm not with you. I'm an addict, and I need some relief. My skin need your teeth. Can't see the forest through the trees. Down on my knees, darling, please. Hey, I lose control when you're not next to me. I'm falling apart. Can't you see? Can't you see, baby? I lose control when you're not next to me. You're breaking my heart, baby. You're making a mess of me, mess of me. When you're not next to me, I'm falling apart right in front of you. Can't you see? Can't you see, baby? Hey, I lose control when you're not next to me. You're breaking my heart. Can't you see, baby? You make a mess of me, a mess of me.
Hey, cause you're now in tune to the sounds of vibe. What we gonna do right here, y'all, is take you on a quick live session with DC Vibe. Straight from the front porch, baby. We gonna show you how we get down in the DMV. Hey! You can dance if you want to. Yep. All right. Little two-stepping music, baby. I'm gonna see me doing a little directing, a little conducting. Welcome to the front porch, baby. One more time.
And it's your man DJ D Money. You already know. Party Mode Live. It's the party before the party, and it don't stop. It's never gonna stop. Right here. Make sure you lock in and tune in. I'm watching.
Welcome back. Welcome back. It is Party Mode Live, the party before the party. I'm your host, Rick Rhodes. Listen, up next, we have Rocksteady. We're going to jump into his video real fast, and then we'll be right back with this live interview. We're going to, lock in with the legend, Rocksteady, up next. Welcome. We're waiting on Rocksteady to jump in, but welcome back to Party Mode Live. We're going to be sitting here with Rocksteady, the man that's traveled all over the world, the man that's been platinum since he's 17, the legend, Rocksteady. Welcome to the show. I can't hear you. Still can't hear you. Think you got problems with your mic? Y'all give us 1 second while we get him in here. We're just having little technical difficulties. Give us 1 second. So look, Rocksteady, a legend, been in go-go music for almost 40 years plus. This man, when I tell you since 17, has had a platinum album, platinum record, has traveled all over the country. This man is go-go music, DC to the finest. But I tell you, he's worked with almost every big, small, in between DMV, go-go music artist. He is, how do I say it? Quintessential. I had to give y'all a big word to go-go music in the DC area. As we know, and I'll cover a little bit while we're waiting for him to come back in. But as you know, he went viral with the video in regards to the new museum and stuff, the GoGo Museum and Cafe there in DC. And so we'll talk to him about that and talk to him about a few more things in relations to his music, in relations to what he's done in the past, what he's done moving forward, and where he's going right now with some of the stuff that he's been putting together. But jumping into some of his stuff, like I said, since 1983, this man has been on the stage. Just imagine that, the history, the stories, the stuff this man has to tell. We won't be able to get into all those stories, but follow him on all of the social media platforms. Follow us on Party Mode Live, the party before the party. You can find us on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, On Instagram, it's Party Mode Live or PartyMode_live. And then also follow me, Rick Rhodes _. You'll see a lot of the things that I do outside of the show, but leading up to the show as well. But yeah, jumping back into the Rocksteady, this man has earned a platinum. At the age of 17, he earned a platinum record. Hold on, here we go. Rock, you ready? Can you hear us?
Hey.
There you go, Rocksteady. There you go.
What's
You
up,
locked
baby?
in now. Man, I appreciate you being on the show. When Henry told me he was going to be on the show, I was like, hey, listen, this is a legend. And so me, myself, starting off in this, I'm super fortunate. I'm appreciative that you're on the show. You are, again, like I said, at the age of 17, you was, platinum. I mean, how many people are able to say that? But you have such a rich history. And while you're getting everything ready, I was talking to everybody in regards to your rich involvement in GoGo Music and working with tons of DMV artists. So tell the people that are living under a rock, that's how I say, who you are, and talk to them.
Well, let's go back to that. Starting that young, I started as young as 10 playing.
Wow.
If people don't know, I got to give them a little piece of the history of how I even got into go-go. At a young age, I started playing, and then I discovered that I was going on the road with the Harlem Brothers. I don't know if people know about the famous Harlem Brothers,
Motown.
But I started that way, and then from there, just me being a percussionist. I was a drummer first. Let's start that there. Then I started playing the congos. Kind of self-taught myself, and my first go-go band was a band called, everybody started out in the alley. It was called Chuck and the Boys.
Right.
And from there, I went to just a whole lot of bands that I was involved with, but my stardom came with the Pump Lenders and go-go. So playing there, and even let me rewind, because playing with the Harlem Brothers gave me an opportunity to be on a platinum record that the movie soundtrack was The Big Chill. I don't know how many times platinum is gone now, and I think it's gone like maybe 6 times platinum now.
Wow.
But I have my, some people.
There you go.
I have my proof.
There you go.
You
Break it out for them.
Visual, baby.
Right.
Motown, let me see if I can. I'm gonna try to put it as close to MCA Records and Motown. If y'all can see it, I don't know if y'all can.
Yeah. No, we can see it. We can see it. We can see all the platinum.
That is yeah. So that is one of my.
And that's the heavier ones right there. You can see how you hold it. That's the big boy platinum right there.
Yeah, if you see it, you got Lionel Richie on the same album. You got Rick James on the same album. You got Diana Ross on the same album.
Wow.
And I was honored to be, a young man playing on this album. And even Buddy Love, man. I mean, it's just so many people on this album. I'm just trying to hang it back up.
No, you good.
That's all.
Take your time.
But
take your time.
But
you've been on there with legends, right?
Well,
so legend after legend that was on that. So you've been in that space for a very long time, right?
Very long time.
So a very long time. So even at a young age, you were establishing, who you would develop into, but also you had people that, like you said, that's been in the industry for years, people that are cemented in the history of music, like yourself. And so I'm gonna just jump into it because this whenever Henry told me this, this kind of hurt me too. I'm not from DC, but everybody knows the framework of who you are, what you establish, and what you've done. And again, as you physically show people this platinum record, which you said is 6 times over, and the legends that's on it, you have to be in that same line, especially when it comes to go-go music, DC, and the impact that you've had in your area specifically. And so, like I said, Henry, show me one of your lives, and your lives went viral. You had what, 10, 15,000 people on there. And this was in relations to the new and GoGo Museum and Cafe. They mentioned, tons of different artists, and very, salute to them, but you weren't in there, the legend.
Right.
So speak to the people in regards to that, because I have an issue with it. Henry, we got an issue with it. So talk to him.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes, man, accolades should be given to people that pay away, and then some people use legends too loosely. So when I say legend, or when they say that, I never said it, they say I'm a legend. Legend creates something, So I created this thing called the Rocksteady dance, and it's been going with me ever since I've been in go-go. One of the pioneers, and again, when I went to the museum myself, so I had to go myself to see how it was or what it was, and me not being them just having me on the wall and having little short clips, not being selfish for myself. It was just the people that came before me what I was really frustrated about. A lot of people that people got to realize is the Jungle Boogies, which they probably have, but these people should have been really not knocking what they doing as far as the presence, but you can't have the present without having the past. You can't have a museum. To me, a museum means you go and you look and say, okay, well, this is how it started, and this is where it wound up.
Yes, absolutely.
And to me, it wasn't properly handled. And a lot of the people that's in charge don't really know go-go because they haven't been there. They haven't. To me, they wasn't back then when
they weren't in the trenches with go-go.
They wasn't in the trenches when you got people. It's people like T-Bone, like Jungle Boogie, like Smokey, like and I got to mention these people because they were before me. They were the people I was as a young guy playing with, before, so Ula Tony, these people. And I'm just speaking on percussionists, and there's a whole lot of other people, like the like people that's been on the mics and people that we looked up to, like bands. What I looked up to coming from uptown was Mass Extension, and I don't think they had enough of that in there. They didn't have enough of all the pioneers that we watched coming up, and I couldn't leave out Simmons and Charlie Horse, So it's these people that back then, go-go was a whole total different atmosphere. Everybody was original. Everybody had to do. You had to come up with your own.
You had to be different.
Identity.
You had to be creative.
Right, and it's not like what it is today. And I'm just saying what everybody else want to say. They're afraid to say. And their platform, they don't want to be. I guess underground or target against. I've always been an individual. I always had my own fast man. I don't know people who goes long. It's a lot of us that been out here for a long time, but a lot of us is not relevant or what they say relevant or still not playing. It's one thing if you're not playing no more and you gave the game up. Man, I've been doing this for like 42 years, maybe longer than 42 years.
Maybe longer,
If I got to go way, way back, longer than that, and it's disheartening to have a go-go museum and you don't have the people that kind of created the way for the people today. You know what I mean? And
Absolutely.
I don't knock nothing. I love a whole lot of bands. Backyard is my favorite band.
Yeah, they be grooving. Yeah.
Yeah. So for me, if I'm still playing, you can
Right.
find me
Right.
weekly. My band
Yeah.
works weekly.
Yeah.
The
You in
Rocksteady
DC.
Project works, in DC.
Yeah.
So you can always find us. So if the naysayers, they just go off of what they think.
Mm-hmm.
What they think is the past, and it's wrong.
Right.
They got to get it right, man.
Right.
And as long as I'm here, I'm gonna make sure it gets right, man. Because it's only fair. It's only fair to people that paved the way, man. And that's the problem, man. We get off of where we got started or who got us started.
Right,
You know,
exactly. It's kind of in a way, not to interrupt you, it's kind of in a way like even if you go to the the Americanized school culture, right? And the history that they gave us in the books that we read coming up, it's almost as if and they're kind of rewriting a point in history where they should have done it the correct way, right?
Right. And shout out. Yeah, you're absolutely right, man. I mean, and no doubt of Chuck Brown being the founder,
Yeah, absolutely.
and of GoGo, but it's a whole lot of people underlined that kept this thing going. That's not mentioned, man. And we got to get that right, man. You can't have a museum without showing some of the past people that kind of created this stuff. And creativity came from it's like Chuck laid an egg and it all it spread it out, and so we have to get it right, man, on being real diligent and being, you can't be an expert or something if you don't go, you can't go by one particular what somebody said in one pass, man. It's a whole lot of things that made GoGo what it is today.
For sure.
And I think that's one of our hindrance, man, because we go to the gatekeepers. And we have so many gatekeepers, man. It's ridiculous how GoGo should be bond together, man. I was there back when the rappers was not getting proper presentation, and they all the New York rappers got together. And you're from New York, you probably heard that story. They all got together and they demanded record deals. They was like, okay, we selling more than some of these R&B artists. We demand record deals, but they all had unity. And I gotta say this, I'm mad at sometimes of our own GoGo community to let somebody that don't know nothing, hardly nothing about GoGo, come in and infiltrate our culture,
and make it something that they feel like it should be,
something what they feel what it is. We should have band together as a GoGo community and said, hey, no, we're not gonna have this. If DC is our sound, this is what we did. This is how. This is what GoGo's supposed to be. And if you're gonna have a doctorate or of everybody just throwing these names out like, and not to discredit nobody, and
for sure,
not to be disrespectful, but you have to dig in deep when it comes down to GoGo, because it's a lot of stories, man. It's a lot of stories from the southeast side to the northeast side to the northwest side to the southwest side. It's a lot of different stories that you can get that that can compound into one GoGo legend or museum or however you want to do it. But do it right. You got to start from the top as much as you can and get the people that's in between, because the in between people is the people that kept this thing. It started going all over. Everybody started coming up with their own ideas and their own their own way of doing and creating their part into this GoGo session.
Right, for sure. And I think one of the biggest things that I'm getting out of this is, like I mentioned before, you want the curators of this to, it's not in a disrespectful way, but it's in a passionate and personal way, because you've been so involved with DC music. You want them to keep the history in the way that it should be and not rewrite many of the people that you name, but yourself out of the viewership, I guess we would say, because it's the museum, but not write you guys out of, what you guys have, not only worked, traveled, late nights, the camaraderie that you guys have in GoGo Music. You don't want these people to write you out of history, being that they've made this museum, which is a huge point, because you have so many artists that have been wrote out of history, but you also have so much in our culture that's been written out of history. And I feel like this is one of those moments, and we salute you and we stand with you, because you're absolutely right in your feelings, but you're absolutely right in the preservation of history, because they're modern day right now with what they're doing, taking you out of the presence of history in the construction of this museum.
That's right, man. And that's why you need people like me and others going to stand up to advocate this type of music, man. Let me say this, and I have to say this, by anyways, because you get the rumors on the street, or that side says, man, Rock just trying to get clout. I've never needed clout. You can go on my page and you can see I got 60,000. This ain't had nothing to do with the GoGo.
Right. You've been having clout since you were 17, platinum.
Yeah, man. So for me, I don't have to go around and clout chase, because that ain't what this is real passion coming from me, because I was one of the people that really dug into and teach people. I teach people, or try to teach the people the business. And we all, one thing I learned about GoGo players, and a lot of us, we're for self. So we don't care about this band and that band, and and it got to stop, man. We have to unite some kind of way, and it takes people like me and other people that's going to step up to that's and you got to speak your mind, man. You are part of this history, whether they like it or not, whether they want to put it or not. They can't say, oh man, Rock he wasn't even around, he ain't do this. They can't discredit me, because it's too much history of me into this glomerate of music. So for me, I'm not worrying about them trying to what we call blackball or
for sure,
these type of things, what they trying to do. And I got several calls from that side, but I mean, what do you want us to do, or what you want? What you think, man? Be fair. Let's do it the right way. The problem is we ain't got to worry about nobody. It should have been done right from the beginning.
From
you
the
can't
beginning,
say, okay, we're gonna add stuff in later, man. How you adding in the past with the future, and you already got the future into it? Don't make sense. Some things just don't make sense. You can't have well, man, this is what's relevant now today. What about what was relevant yesterday?
Exactly.
We can't go
the
forward.
Point that got us to where we are now. That's the part that's relevant.
And that's important, man. You have to show people is coming from all the world. If they're coming from around the world to watch this GoGo Museum, they're gonna want to know, okay, this is what's happening now, but what happened yesterday? Or how did this thing get started? It should have been more literature on Chuck Brown, I think. I mean, it's just a lot of stuff. And again, you have they got some of, you got the Rare Essence, you got the EUs, you got the Trouble Funk,
Junkyard,
you got Junkyard, you got these
Northeast Groovers, all this,
so you got Northeast Groovers and all that stuff. You got Backyard, you got, but you have to put it in steps. It has to be bam. This is how GoGo started. Bam. This is how GoGo in the middle was, and now this is how GoGo is now.
For sure.
That to me is history. So now you showing the people, okay, this is where it came from. This is how it was in the middle. This is how people was creating stuff and making a name for themselves.
A timeline.
And a timeline, exactly. This timeline, and now this timeline. This is what's happening today, and we we have to stop being selfish in our own ways, and sometimes, man, it's like people get $5 in their hand and they run crazy, and they
Right,
think,
for sure.
and they
Yeah.
forget about where, man, hold up, let me stop
Yeah.
and let me do this right, or try to do this right. I
Right,
don't
right,
know it
right.
all,
Yeah.
and let me try to go back, man, and find out, okay, well, this
Right, for
person
sure.
might know something, this person might know something. Let's see how we can
Mm-hmm.
collaborate and have all this,
Right.
and having secret meetings and saying,
Right, right,
okay,
right.
well, we gave the community time to have a meeting, and man, come
Right.
on. You
Right.
can't have a meeting without
Right.
infiltrating the people that really was there.
Right,
That
exactly. And like you
did
said,
this,
you in
that played,
DC,
that made names for
your
themselves.
places is there. Right,
Right,
absolutely. And like you said, you're in DC. You ain't
right.
hard to find. Your band is playing all the
I'm
time.
playing all the
So
time. This is not
and
like, oh man, we can't find Rocksteady. I'm on social media.
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
still relevant
yeah.
to this day. I don't
So let
care.
me not to interrupt you. Let me ask you this. How would you do it specifically? And I want people to be clear. I want people to hear this too as well, because I hear you saying it, but I'm gonna say it as well. You're not just calling for yourself to be in there. You're calling for the multitude of different artists that aren't in there to be put in there and for it to be done correctly. So, like you said, you're not worried about people trying to blackball you, like or people saying, "Are you trying to get clout or anything like that?" Because you're not just speaking on yourself, you speaking on the multitude of different artists that weren't put in there or weren't put in there the correct way. But you're also speaking into the fact of the matter, again, as I bring this up, you're speaking in the matter of them cultivating history in the correct way when it comes to DC go-go music, right?
Absolutely. That's exactly that. Absolutely. And it has to be done right, man. It's fair is fair,
Mhm.
and I gotta mention this, and Henry probably remember this. A couple of years ago, maybe 4 years ago, right before the pandemic,
Mhm.
came, I was an advocate of going back to when they started naming okay, DC Go Go, don't mute Go Go, whatever. Do you realize, man, it is people that contribute to um, this go-go movement back
Right,
then that
right.
has mental health issues. They
Right.
have housing issues.
Mhm.
And substance issues that
Mhm.
we could have together. And again, I blame the go-go community. And I'm talking, when I say go-go community, I'm talking about the players, the people that was there,
Right,
and the
right.
people that are present today.
Mhm.
You know, you can't forget about some of these guys, man, that died for go-go. Some of these guys that's out here to this day need
Mhm.
help. They need housing. They
Mhm.
need health care.
Mhm.
If you're gonna have a go-go museum, man, let's do it right, man. I watch, and I noticed for a fact that rappers, the old rappers, the what they call the OGs, man,
Mhm.
do you realize every one of the OGs that wasn't doing good, or that's not in the limelight this day, all of them was receiving $1 million from the rap community, man. And that's what
Mhm.
I mean about, we can say what we want to say about
Right,
rap community. Rap and go-go started around the same time.
right,
Let's be
right,
clear with that. And a lot of us don't know that. We need to know our history. They
right.
started at the same time, but they went to the left and we went to the right, way off to the
Mhm.
right. And it selfishness came from back then,
Mhm.
and it's just bleeding it's bleeding all the way to today. And
Right.
we have to stop, and man, and think, man, and people not blessed, and we're not going to never be blessed if we don't
Mhm.
go back and correct some of the issues that we had back then.
Mhm.
And some of it is, today, some of our musicians, man, and I would dare say no names, but a lot of them need health care. They need mental health care. And the mental
Right,
health
right.
came from being in this go-go world, and it ain't go exactly the way they wanted it to go. Housing. How you gonna be a legend? Some of these people are really legends, man. How you gonna be a legend and homeless? It makes no sense to me, and we can't correct that. And we're getting funds from the government, DC County or whatever, DC government, and we can't even help our own community. And you call this the capital of go-go? It's ridiculous to me. And that's why I speak up. That's why people think, oh man, Rock gone crazy. Man, I ain't gone crazy. I'm just real with it. And that's the problem. I'm saying what people really wants to say, and they all hiding behind what if they gonna think of me, or what, man. That's just I don't get that. I still work. I still work every week. We work every week. We ain't never hurting. I ain't never worrying about my phone not ringing. My phone rings every day. Our phone rings every day. And then because people always say you didn't reach out. We reached out. We reached out. And I'm gonna say I've reached out to Ron Moulton several times. We donated money to Ron Moulton. The sweatband. We donated artifacts. I ain't seen none of that. So we reached out to some of that thing, and then I had my manager reach out to the young lady. So crickets, so we was trying to get involved to try to make it, man, this is what we think. And my opinion ain't, my opinion is just my opinion, but I was there. So the one thing you can't discredit, I wasn't there. I was there. It's tapes out, is videos out, old videos, but I was there. So you can't discredit me. I was there. I was a part of this movement. But it was people before me. Again, that's not, they don't have the vocals to say, hey man, help me, or this is what I done, and this is what I done. We gotta find these people that was there, that was inspirational to me and others, that again, people wouldn't have success today if it wasn't for the past.
For sure. Rocksteady, it seems to me, and I'm gonna just throw that out there, right? It seems like you need to executive produce and do a film, history of go-go in DC, right? Because all the things that you said, like, so monumental. I'm learning, I did a lot of my research and stuff like that, but I'm learning a lot. Like, this is the behind the scenes that you're giving people that, like you said, it's not coming from other people, and you've been chosen, I guess, because it's so heavy on your heart, it's in your spirit, to be the one to speak up for everyone else, for everyone that, like you said, they don't want people to, blackball them or look at them some type of way or have any conflict. So this being so heavy in your spirit, not only, personally, but, for everyone that's involved, it seems like there's some more steps, right, that you got to take. And I feel it, like history of DC. Why not go and executive produce it? And then you can get everybody that you're saying is super involved with it. And then you're able to tell the story how you need to tell it. And now, yes, we have the museum, but now you have something that's worldwide, and it can be painted and put into fruition like how it needs to be. Just the idea I'm throwing out there.
You're absolutely right. But right today, I think I'm public enemy number one, because go-go has that Ziploc community. They has that, again, I've been getting calls, and man, Rock, man, don't do that. Man, I've always been an innovator. I'm not a person that's going to stand around and see something and not say nothing that's improperly done. So, and that's just how I feel. And again, trust me, it's a whole lot of us feel this way, and we just not saying nothing, because I mean, some people, they got to get their money, and that's just how it is.
And it's no slight to them, no hate to them. This is what
no
you doing
hate, no
personally,
disrespect to
right?
nobody
No
that's getting
disrespect ever.
their
So
coins.
exactly.
But,
So if you could have it in line with what you're saying right now, and could speak directly to the
I can
GoGo
tell you right
Museum.
now, the first thing needs to happen is
Go ahead.
the mayor need to be very educated on what GoGo, how it started, and you got to get Chuck Brown, kids involved. You got to really get Chuck Brown, the top 4 bands that I call really involved in this. Shout out to T-Bone too, man. One of my inspirations, man. T-Bone from Trouble Funk. See, these people they have so many stories that you can, man, you would just you'll be here all month just listening to the stories, the incredible stories that people will really be interested in, and leading to what's happening today. So we really have to, I would like to sit down and have a meeting with the mayor or somebody that's in charge of the DC committee or whatever to really kind of share light on what really happened or how did this GoGo movement got this far. It's not a one-man thing. It's collectively over the years why GoGo is where it's at today. Was I a part of it? That's why I'm here. I'm here because can't nobody discredit that I wasn't a part of this. No matter what you try to keep out of the books or out of the museums or all this, I've done stuff. I've touched people's lives to this day. That's why I'm still working to this day. And I don't have a whole lot of, I'm not with the cliques of the promoters and all that stuff, man. I do my own thing. And my people that constantly calls and we book from, and these are people that know me from the past, again, from the past, and bringing me to the future.
Absolutely. Rocksteady, everybody. PartyMode Live. Rocksteady, tell everybody where they can find you, your social media, where you're performing, what you have coming up next, and then we're gonna segue out after this.
Well, we have a whole lot of stuff going on, but I gotta plug this one because this is the recent. We are at Tacoma Station tomorrow on Friday. This Friday, Tacoma Station. You can find us on Rocksteady Project on Facebook, or you can find us on Rock_Steady Project on IG. Follow us. You can find out where we're gonna be. And man, if you want to see a good show, man, I think you should come out and check out the Rocksteady Project. As they say, I'm still doing it, and I have to say this before I go, because there's so much stuff on my brain. Everybody that knows me personally, or knows me, or know of me, they know that my mother's house was the famous basement. We used to call it the famous basement. A lot of stars came through that famous basement on 14th and Irving Street. So I had to shout that out. Rest in peace to my mom. And hey, Rocksteady Project, Rock_Steady Project, IG. Check us out. Yep.
Check them out. There you go. You see, here we just put it up there. Just in sync. Rocksteady Project, February 28th, 8 p.m. Live band, the Tacoma Station Tavern. As you guys see, that's in DC, 69 14th 4th Street Northwest. Y'all go check out Rocksteady. And then guys live in person. Go check him out. See where he's at.
I'm not hard to get to.
I'm not hard to get to,
man. I can talk to you once you come. I'm not hard to reach, man. You can come see us. I'll be glad to share some of the information that I know about the history of GoGo.
Yeah, absolutely. DJ Nikki said, amazing interview, great interview. And she said, keep on cranking it out. So, hey, let me ask you this. Where you going to be down in South Florida?
South Florida. So we we might have to call the promoter when it comes to we was one of the first bands that ever did the Miami Takeover, the famous
There you go.
Miami
Willie
Takeover.
K, yeah.
So we got to get Wiley K on this line.
Wiley K,
we was the first band that was down at the Miami Takeover when he started kicking that off and made it famous. So hopefully we get back down there on a reunion or something.
Yeah, we got to holler at Wiley K because like I was saying before, you know, I'm only a couple hours from Miami and stuff, so. You know,
man, that'd be great.
So we can link up and I can, you know,
too, man. Yeah,
absolutely, bro. I appreciate you coming on. Before we go though, let the people know where you are. Tell them your name. Rocksteady. I'm on PartyMode Live, the party before the party. Go on, give it to us.
Hey y'all, it's me, your boy Rocksteady. I'm on PartyMode Live, y'all. Party for the party, man. The party before the party, man. PartyMode Live. Hey man, one of the best shows out.
Rocksteady,
you gotta tune in, baby.
Yes, sir. Rocksteady. Listen, I appreciate you coming on here. I appreciate you giving everybody the history of not only DC GoGo Music, but of your career. And we greatly appreciate you being an advocate for GoGo Music in itself. And you know, the mayor, they're gonna hear this. They got to. And I know soon you'll have everything, not only, you know, for the people that have come before you, but the people, you know, yourself as well. The museum, they got to listen to you. I believe we have somebody from the museum coming next week, and so we're gonna get some questions and answers and play back some of your clips and let them know this isn't just about you. It's about the history and GoGo music being in line with how it should be. And so we greatly appreciate you, my brother. And then, we look forward, you know, Wiley K, I know he got to get you on here. I know he listening. So we'll see you down in Miami here shortly for the Miami Takeover. Again, this is Rick Rhodes, PartyMode Live. Y'all can find us on every channel, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram on PartyMode_live, Twitch, Twitter, TikTok. We got them all. And we'd like to thank our sponsors, the Metropolitan Living Realty Group, where you find your ideal lifestyle. We're going to go to a quick video break from Push Play, Ain't Nobody. Rocksteady, appreciate you, my brother. Many blessings.
My pleasure.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to take this time to introduce to you.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to PartyMode Live. I'm your host, Rick Rhodes.
Hey, Junior Mafia, it's where them stars be partying. Yeah, hey, Simple City, it's where them stars be partying. Yeah, hey, Trinidad, it's where them stars be partying. Yeah, hey, Central Ave, it's where them stars be partying. Yeah, hey, Cutaway, it's where them stars be partying. Yeah, at Barry Farms, that's where the stars be partying. Yeah, my man Malcolm, that's where the stars be partying. Yeah, at London Woods, that's where the stars be partying. Come on, let it ride, let it ride. It's where the stars be partying. Yeah, my man Tom,